Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's June show, Game of Tw'Elves. I'm the MC, the co-host of the show, together with the producer, and we're happy that you can join us today. Let's meet the producer.
Thank you, MC, and thank you to the fabulous audience who have taken the time to join us today on the Game of Tw'Elves show. The theme of the month is Doctor Who. We are pleased to announce that we have a special guest in our midst. She is a founding member of Time Travelers Unlimited. Her striking resemblance to a character on Doctor Who has led her to appear on panels at San Diego Comic-Con International, San Diego WhoCon, WonderCon, and Gallifrey One, tuning in all the way from San Diego, California in United States, where her time is early afternoon. Our special guest has some exciting things to share with you about the BBC science fiction television program, Doctor Who. Let's welcome Patricia A. Miller, also known as River Alexandra Song.
Hello, sweeties. I am thrilled to be part of the Game of Tw'Elves today. I've just crawled out of the Byzantium to be here. And I want to say thank you to the invite from your producer, Melanie Lamb, who I met at a Writers Guild event. I am joining you from sunny, sometimes too sunny, California. And with any luck, some of my American colleagues will be tuning in. And I hope some of my friends in the UK. When I'm not spending my time stealing the TARDIS from himself, trust me, he's never missed it. Don't tell him. I usually pop about, but this past year, I've been locked up in Stormcage, haven't we all? But I've managed to make escapes anyway. I've been on the internet with panels and had the luck to share the stage with the 7th Doctor, Sylvester McCoy, and Harry Von Gorkum, who was almost the 8th Doctor. Very long story, very interesting. Watch that panel. And the lovely Julia O'Malley, as we discussed Who's the Best Companion. And it was guided by Sandra Minetti of CNN and the creator of Who's the Best podcast. You'll like that. And, oh, you want to know who's the best companion? Of course you do. Spoilers. Can't tell you that, but you can find the panel on Blog to Who. And I've also been on virtual panels for WhoCon TV. And you can find those on YouTube on the channel of the same name. Very proud to say WhoCon TV has reached 111 subscribers. And so we're thrilled to have more. Check it out. But for a person that's been locked up, I've been busy. But, you know, that's kind of because Doctor Who is my life. I collect things. I have a vast collection. I've been characterized in several conventions by artists. And, you know, it keeps me busy. The year is shaping up for really live conventions again. And I'm happy to say that in Florida, in September, I'll be attending Necronomicon. And then I'm going to fly back to California for San Diego WhoCon, which is in October. Busy, busy. But even before that, I'll be working on a storytelling podcast. It's called Have a Little Tea with River. And it's stories for the young and the young at heart. So I'd like you to give it a listen once we drop. And until that time, I'm going to be visiting the Gamma forests again and working in the realms of cipher and doing a masquerade ball for the Labyrinth of Jareth, where I work with the goblins. Now, let me tell you, working with the goblins is a lot like working with the Doctor in the TARDIS.
Thank you, River Alexandra Song, for sharing with us. It's an amazing journey that you have done. So do join in and participate with the audience. So members of the audience, wherever you are, Make yourself comfortable and get ready for a time of fun.
Without further ado, let me set out the rules of Game of Twelves. The show will ask 12 questions. I will read the question first. The question will then appear on the screen for your reference. Soon after, there is a countdown of 12 seconds for you to answer the question. Every member of the audience can participate. All you have to do is, within the countdown of 12 seconds, you must unmute yourself and speak if you have an answer. The producer will then let you know if your answer is correct. You can try as many times as you like. If your answer is correct, you must wave to indicate that the correct answer came from you. But only the person with the correct answer needs to wave. The producer will then record your name. If the answer is incorrect and the countdown time of 12 seconds is over, the producer will give you the correct answer. I will then proceed to the next question. Is everything clear? If you click on the top right-hand corner of your screen, you can choose either speaker view or gallery view. Members of the audience who wish to participate, you must now switch on your camera and mute yourself. Your answer will only count if your camera is switched on. I repeat, your answer will only count if your camera is switched on.
I will write down in the chat the rules of the Game of Twelves for you to refer to. MC will read the question. MC will have the question on the screen for your reference. Within the countdown of 12 seconds, you must unmute yourself and speak if you have an answer. The producer will then let you know if your answer is correct or incorrect. If your answer is incorrect, you must wave to indicate that the answer came from you. The producer will record the name of the person with the correct answer. If the answer is incorrect and countdown is over, the producer will give the correct answer.
Are we ready? The time is now. Here is question number 1. Complete the Doctor's quote with the finishing last word. I am and always will be an optimist, the hoper of far-flung hopes and the dreamer of improbable blank. And that's from the 11th Doctor.
So the answer is dreams. I am and always will be the optimist, the hoper of far-flung hopes and the dreamer of improbable dreams. A quote by the 11th Doctor in season 6, episode 6. The English actor Matt Smith was the youngest actor to portray the Doctor for 3 seasons from 2010 to 2013.
Countdown is over. Here is question number 2. Complete the Doctor's quote with the finishing last word. Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, blank.
Stuff.
Yet?
Stuff.
Well done. So the answer is correctly stuff. Wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff. And it's a quote by the 10th Doctor in season 3, episode 10, in which the Doctor was describing to a young couple how time works. The Scottish actor David Tennant portrayed the character of the Doctor from 2005 to 2010. Good, Rebecca.
Countdown is over. Here is question number 3. Complete the Doctor's quote with the finishing last word. Never be cruel, never be cowardly. Remember, hate is always foolish, love is always wise. Always try to be nice, but never fail to be blank. And that's a quote from the 12th Doctor.
Never fail to be kind.
Good answer. The answer is kind indeed. So never be cruel and never be cowardly. Remember, hate is always foolish and love is always wise. Always try to be nice, but never fail to be kind. It's a quote by the 12th Doctor, and these words form part of the final regeneration speech made by the 12th Doctor. Peter Capaldi is a Scottish actor who stayed as the 12th Doctor from 2013 to 2017.
Countdown is over. Here is question number 4. Complete the Doctor's quote with the finishing last word. None of us know what's out there. That's why we keep looking. Keep your faith, travel hopefully. The universe will surprise you, blank.
Constantly?
It is indeed constantly. None
Remember.
of us know what's out there. That's why we keep looking. Keep your faith, travel hopefully. The universe will surprise you constantly. A quote by the 13th Doctor, portrayed by Jodie Whittaker. She is an English actor and is the first female actor to play the character. First introduced in the 2017 Christmas special episode, she has since been the Doctor in the 11th to the 12th series in 2020.
Countdown is over. Here is question number 5. What is the name of the time machine of Doctor Who?
Hardest.
It is. And the acronym stands for?
Time and relative dimension in space.
Excellent. So the time machine and spacecraft travels through time and space, and it resembles a 1960s London police box and can be changed in appearance to blend in with its surroundings.
Countdown is over. Here is question number 6. What is the name of the planet where the Doctor comes from?
Gallifrey.
Excellent. Gallifrey planet, and it is a fictional planet, and it's also known as Jewel, the shining world of the 7 systems. The planet is the original world of the Time Lords, which is the civilization to which the Doctor belongs. The literal translation of the name Gallifrey was, "They that walk in the shadows."
Countdown is over. Here is question number 7. According to Stephen Moffat, what is the Doctor's real name?
Just because I don't think anyone else would get this, I believe it's Mildred.
Indeed, Mildred. Only is according to Stephen Moffat.
According to Stephen Moffat.
Well, we will ask River Song afterwards, what is Doctor Who's real name?
Spoilers.
So since this show's beginning in 1963, the lead character, who is a millennia-old humanoid alien called a Time Lord, has been known as the Doctor. The show has never fully explained why the Doctor uses the title The Doctor. The showrunner Stephen Moffat claimed in 2014 that the real name of the Doctor Who is Mildred.
Countdown is over. Here is question number 8. What are the Daleks' most famous words?
what I'm going to do to some of my friends. Exterminate.
I hope not. But it is the correct answer. Exterminate, exterminate. And these words are the most famous catchphrase of the television series. The Daleks are a fictional extraterrestrial race of mutants. They were genetically modified from a race called the Daleks, a society from the planet Skaro, which had been at war for 1,000 years with the other race, the Thals. The Dalek had been created by the Dalek scientist Davros, and the Dalek government intended to exterminate the Thals.
Countdown is over. Here is question number 9. What am I? Guess the riddle and find the name of the fruit that the doctor doesn't recommend. I am a mild, sweet fruit of pale yellowish colour, and I ripen from the inside out. I am not a favourite fruit of the doctor's, and the 12th Doctor thinks I am squishy. Am I A, a lemon, B, a pear, or C, a banana?
You are B, a pear.
It is indeed the pear. And the reason is being that in one episode, the 12th Doctor told the character Clara not to eat pears as they were too squishy. He stated its importance and asked her to write his instructions down soon after the 12th Doctor lost his memories of her.
Countdown is over. Here is question number 10. What am I? Guess the riddle and find the name of the author who met the Doctor. I am an English writer known for my detective and murder mystery novels. In Doctor Who, Series 4, Episode 7, The Unicorn and the Wasp, I was privileged to meet the Doctor and his companion, Donna Noble. Am I A, Agatha Christie, B, Harold Pinter, or C, Jane Austen?
It's Agatha Christie.
It is indeed, she's a detective, and the series 4, episode 7, showed the Doctor Who's take on the mysterious disappearance of the English writer Agatha Christie in 1926. And the famous author was found 10 days later at Harrogate Hotel and had no memory of what happened to her.
Countdown is over. Here is question number 11. What am I? Guess the riddle and find the name of the special tool used by the Doctor. I am a tool initially designed to install and remove fasteners. In Doctor Who, I am ineffective against wood. I evolved from being useful for picking locks and projecting sound to being a scanning device with medical applications. Am I A, sonic screwdriver, B, the lightsaber, or C, the hydro spanner?
Only be the sonic screwdriver.
It can only be the sonic indeed. It was also called a sonic probe, or simply the sonic, as you rightly said, River. So the tool was considered to be a very advanced Gallifreyan technology. The Doctor claimed to have invented or designed the sonic screwdriver. There was also a claim of patent filed on the technology and a copyright on the design. Apparently, it was also possible to replicate it using resources found on Earth with help from Stenza technology.
Countdown is over. Here is question number 12. Who am I? Guess the riddle and find the name of the character in Doctor Who. I'm a character who met the Doctor in reverse order. The first time the Doctor meets me is the last time I see him. I was raised by my kidnappers to be the Doctor's perfect assassin, but I fell in love with the Doctor and could not kill him. Am I A, Ashilda, B, Clara Oswald, or C, River Song?
Well, it's a tiny bit obvious that's a description of myself, River Song.
It is indeed the one and only River Song. And the character River Song is played by the actress Alex Kingston from 2008 to 2015. And she appears to be the only character who knows the Doctor's real name, which we may ask River Song a bit later on. So River Song and the Doctor got married in the final episode of season 6. River Song was introduced to the audience in episode Silence in the Library. The Doctor and River Song's story ends on the planet Darillium.
Before we reveal the winner, we are going to have a short Q&A session with our special guest, River Alexandra Song. If anyone has any questions you'd like to ask her on Doctor Who, please write in the chat below, or you can raise the hand function and unmute yourself and ask the question directly. And while we're waiting, I've got a question, so I'm going to get in there with the first question. I can see behind you, you've got lots of Doctor Who memorabilia. I'm wondering, some of this stuff sometimes costs a lot of money in auction, doesn't it? It can fetch quite a lot of money. And I just wonder, what's the strangest or the most obscure thing that you've either seen or know somebody to have from the show, or that you have?
Well, I don't think I have anything that's really that obscure. Probably anything that's from the first series, from the one with William Hartnell, that would be incredibly rare. I've seen absolutely spot on costumes, but I've never seen anything from the series. I know people that build Daleks, so Daleks are kind of like out there. Maybe John Barrowman's Dalek is the most interesting thing I've ever seen, because it was built for him. It has torchwood on it, and at the moment it's broken and he's looking for somebody to repair it.
Okay. The reason I asked the question is the original theme music was written in the BBC, and it's actually composed on a signal generator, which was taken from the BBC and given to somebody that I know called Gavin Allardyce, who used it in his band for about 30 years to create very strange noises, as you'd expect. So I think that's the kind of most peculiar Doctor Who memorabilia, although it was never actually on the TV screen. The music comes from that particular piece of.
Would that be the theremin?
It's not a theremin, but it was used in conjunction with the theremin. So there's. I mean, I'm not a kind of technically minded in that way, but there's loads of bits and pieces that you kind of stick together and plug them in, and you've got to need a keyboard and something kind of controlled. And it was, this guy used it, so he may still have it as far as I know. His band kind of disappeared into obscurity. Anyway, that was my question. The other peculiar question that I've always wanted to sort of, there's a lot of aliens. Who's the strangest alien? I mean, lots of aliens in the kind of sci-fi and monster movie genre. They're all, a lot of them have a kind of humanoid characteristic. But is there anything that you can think of that's come up that's completely different?
Oh goodness. Well, probably the Ice Warriors are the strangest ones, because they don't really look like the armor. They're actually kind of lizardy. And the Gelf, I think, they're the ones that were like ghosts that came through and just inhabited other bodies. They were just, using shells. So that's odd.
So there's quite a few. The Whisper Men are kind of weird because there's nothing there.
Yeah, well. I just wondered if Melanie has a question, or the producer has a question.
Oh, does the producer have a question? Yes, my question is, which doctor is the dream doctor you would like to meet one day?
Kind of hard. They're all the same man, but I have favorite faces. I have seen in person the 10th Doctor. I would love to meet the 11th. I mean, you know, he's a little bit of my heartthrob. And I want to meet 12 because I was supposed to meet 12 once upon a time. It was a event sponsored by the BBC at San Diego WhoCon, or no, San Diego Comic-Con. And Peter Capaldi was supposed to come to this party and he went to the sci-fi party instead. And I was in my best river gear, all set to meet my husband, and he didn't show up. How very doctor of him.
He showed up to a different event in a different time.
He showed up to a different event, probably in a different time, yes. But I know friends that met him just walking down the street. So, and he seems to be such a lovely man. Matt too. Matt, I was teased to go and just walk by where Matt was signing autographs because I says, I do not have money to buy an autograph. And they said, well, just walk by and say, hello, sweetie, and you'll freak him out. I said, no.
Oh, wow.
Coward. I should have.
No, I've met Matt as well. We did a film a couple of years ago called The Last Night in Soho, and we were filming outside.
I'm so excited for that film.
And everyone recognized him, and he was happy to just sign autographs, and he was very friendly to everyone. It was great. It was great to be with. Yeah.
He just seems like a real sweetheart.
Yeah.
You know, and he does the dishes for his mom, so he's got 1,000 points for me from that. And he cooks.
Okay, we've now reached the end of the 12 questions, and I hope you've enjoyed the time travel, and it's now time to reveal the winner. So who's got the most correct answers? That's over to you, producer.
Thank you everyone for being here and for taking part in today's show. And I have indeed the name of the winner with the correct answers. And we are pleased to announce that our special guest, River Alexandra Song, is the winner of the June Game of Tw'Elves show. Great work and congratulations.
Well, thank you. I try.
Congratulations.
We'll get people that will, you know, submit answers when you post on YouTube.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, well, we've heard a little bit about you earlier, and the other thing we want to know is, well, I think you've really told us, is who's your favorite doctor, really? That was the other question that I wanted to know.
Well, my favorite doctor is the Doctor.
Is it? Well, yeah.
I mean, there are faces of his I love a little more than others. One's a bit grumpy for me, but you know, we've met, but he's still a bit grumpy. 2 is very funny. But I've actually had hugs from 5, and I hopefully will meet up again with 7. And 4 stole my heart from the beginning because he was the first doctor I saw. And 11 has it. 10, 11, and 12 all have it pretty tightly sewn up.
Okay.
Those are the faces. You know, I like the man.
Yeah, I think number 4's got my vote because he was so amazing in my childhood. He's such a big part of my childhood.
I'm going to terribly misquote this, but Stephen Moffat wrote something that said, when they created this character, they didn't give him a gun, they gave him 2 hearts so he could care more. They didn't give him a weapon, they gave him a police box so he could travel to help you. And there's never been a time when we didn't need a hero like the Doctor.
I think that's really good because, you know, you look at a lot of the heroes in fictional TV and film, and they just go around shooting people, really.
Mhm.
Quite a lot of them. But anyway, that's enough of that. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the winner.
Thank you, thank you.
Of course, there won't be a winner if there isn't a prize. And for the winning prize, we have a personalized digital print for you, which you will have all the riddles from this month's show in a digital format with your name, and you can print it, frame it, and hang it on your wall. And we would also like to invite you back to the final, where all our past winners are meeting in Christmas 2021. So you're invited back to the
I will
final.
certainly be there.
Okay, that's great.
Congratulations, River Song, for winning this month's show and also for being our special guest. So we are so delighted for you to be here. And I will send you your winning prize by email. So we do have your email. So over to you, MC.
Right, this is the end of the Game of Tw'Elves June show. And if you've enjoyed the show and you want to see it happen again, we would appreciate your support. You can donate to GoFundMe by clicking on the donation link in the social media pages. Any amount will be appreciated.
Thank you all. Before you go, please do let us have your feedback by clicking on the 4 questions at the bottom of your screen. And you do also subscribe to the YouTube channel, Game of Tw'Elves, where you will find the video replays of the quiz shows. Game of Tw'Elves shop is open on Redbubble. So go to www.redbubble.com and search for Game of Tw'Elves. You can choose your merchandise in 4 different designs. I will share all these social media links at the end of the show.
Thank you all. I hope you've enjoyed your travel through time and space. And thank you again, River Alexandra Song, for being our special guest this month. Goodbye and good night.
Good night.
Indeed. A massive thank you to you, Alexandra Song.
Until the next
So
time.
members of our audience, your website is www.drriverason.com. So it's drriverason.com. And audience members, you can read more about her fascinating time traveling story. So do go and check her website. Thank you again, River Song, and thank you everybody. Good night.
Good night.